Estamos online. Vamos ver, vamos testar, porque tá com 10k de kbytes. Se cair, eu vou ter que diminuir e a gente corta a transmissão.
Por que você tá colocando com 10k?
Porque eu coloquei para colocar como deve ser, né? Fiz o teste lá de banda larga e pediu para ser 10k. Vamos ver se vai ficar bom.
Tá online.
We are on. Deixa eu só arrumar o grid agora que deu BOzinho.
Ah, não, a gente já tá online, não é hora de ficar arrumando coisa. Olha o nosso mod aí, meu filho. Hello, guys, não escuto. Já começou errado. Agora
Alô?
escuta.
Como assim? Não, tá escutando sim.
O som tava na TV, mouse. Oh, mousepad. Não faz os negócios.
Mouse e pênis. Mouse e pênis.
Ai, mousepad, com coisa que dá mesmo.
Como é que é o nome?
Vamos lá.
Ai, não lembro o nome do bicho.
Estamos entrando. Estamos online. Estamos ao vivo. E o mestre Rick tá arrumando a tela no momento. Quem sabe faz ao vivo, bicho.
Não sabe, né? Fez cara.
Turn on 30s.
Turn on 30s?
Sorry, Gabi Pine. Ó, pra você, mousepad. Pra você.
Mouse Pintoson. Mouse Dixon.
Meu Deus.
É isso. Vamos lá.
Quem já começa a live ganhando ponto negativo. Parabéns.
Eu?
Não.
A galera está entrando na live. Vamos deixar a galera se reunir.
Eu só tenho algumas peripécias para falar pro teacher.
Ó, uma coisa que a gente vai começar a fazer hoje para ajudar quando for cortar a live, tá?
Sabe aquele...
Quando a gente for realmente começar, a gente tem que falar alguma coisa do tipo: boa noite, hoje chegamos aqui, não sei o quê, pra poder, tipo, ter um corte, sabe? E começar o vídeo a partir daí, porque a gente começa a falar um monte de abobrinha. Ah, começamos, estamos online, não sei o quê, né? E aí acho que é melhor a gente botar um ponto de início da live. Tipo, quando tiver gente já aí e tudo mais, a gente fala assim: não, vamos começar. Aí, boa noite, todo mundo, não sei o que, aí a gente corta a partir daí.
Vocês estão ouvindo tudo bem? Porque eu não tô ouvindo ali direito.
Eu tô ouvindo ali.
Quem,
parece...
o Zigo?
O Zigo tá
Tá
parecendo
meio
abafado.
Ele tá meio abafado.
Você silenciou o Zigo. Estou
meio abafado.
Mousepad, seu idiota. Por que você tá falando em espanhol, Mousepad? Essa live é de jogar RPG em inglês.
É bobo, né?
Por que eu tô abafado?
Olha o mago dos dados aí. Oi, Tamis e Bruno.
Ih,
seus maravilhosos.
abriu minha ficha.
Estão só na produção, né? Estão só na produção, que eu sei. Gente, nós já vamos começar, a galera que tá aí, viu? Enquanto isso, a gente pode avisar para vocês que, por exemplo, isso daqui é uma live que a gente joga, já é o terceiro episódio de Kids on Bikes, que a gente joga em inglês, com o nosso teacher Geraldo, do LingoQuest.
For sure.
Um episódio finale meio gore. Foi isso que ele falou pra gente, hein? Não sei se, nem sabia se eu podia jogar, mas eu joguei.
Exclamação spoiler.
Novamente, da CEO.
Eu sou conhecida por isso, cara.
Vai tudo depender das crianças. O que elas vão fazer.
Eu falo a mesma coisa pro meu jogador. Hoje, na sessão passada teve só roleplay. Hoje vai ser combate. Eu falei, depende de onde vocês vão, velho. Só depende de onde vocês vão andar.
Vida, fala alguma coisa.
Vai ser só combate, sendo que você fez uma carroça quebrada e por causa de uma porquinha, a gente ficou a sessão inteira em RP. Tentando arrumar aquela porca.
Fala de novo.
Alguma coisa.
Tá baixo, Vida.
Não sei se tá baixo.
Mas eu acho que o Ricardo que baixou ele. O Ricardo está silenciando o Zigo.
Nossa, que feio.
Ah, eu tô abaixando mesmo, porque pra mim, a hora que ele falou ali, explodiu o fone. Olha lá, tá 100% agora. Fala aí, Zigo.
Não, mas você não abaixou no... Não tô falando do OBS. Você não
Não, eu tô
abaixou no
baixando.
coisa pra
Sim,
gente?
eu tô aumentando no VDO.
Ah, tá.
Fala alguma coisa aí, Zigo.
Agora sim.
Agora tá melhor.
Agora voltamos. Ó, o
Voltamos?
Mousepad tem uma pergunta pro DM Geraldo. The book atrás of you, são todos em English or tem em português too?
Dos 600 que tem aqui, cerca de uns 50 são em inglês. Tem 3 em alemão e tem um em algum lugar em japonês.
Caraca, você fala tudo isso de língua, teacher?
Mais ou menos.
Mais ou
Português
menos?
mesmo é a minha pior delas.
Qual?
Português.
Muito difícil falar português, bicho.
Nó, difícil demais.
Tá maluco?
Não, difícil demais,
Que
mineiro.
trem difícil.
Ainda bem que eu nasci falando português. Se eu tivesse que aprender, não ia aprender, não.
Não mesmo?
Eu também acho.
Mas,
Mas aí, ó, o Mousepad falou, ô louco, rapaz, os teachers do LingoQuest, os nível assim, ó, altíssimo, altíssimo. Então você já marca aí a sua aula com eles, porque eles dão aula particular e também a sessão de conversação é aqui numa mesinha de RPG, cara. Não tem como ser melhor.
Sim. É isso aí.
Não tem como ser melhor. A gente tava com a configuração lá na Twitch, então eu vou jogar aqui no chat. Quer dizer, o Mousepad vai ter que jogar, porque o único que tem moderador no nome é o Mousepad. E os donos do canal não tem. Eu acho
Você tem, vida?
Eu tenho?
Sim, você tem.
Sou muito especial. Para, esquece.
Ué.
Espera um minutinho. A gente é muito noob fazendo live no YouTube, né?
A gente é cringe.
Essa da live aí. Foi bom, não baixou nada. Os 10k de trabalho aqui tá sensacional.
Cadê meu celular? Tá aí, mãe, meu celular. Ah, tá tudo bem, tá tudo bem, tá tudo bem. Tá aqui, ó, na minha frente. Burra.
Pô, eu nem mandei o link, velho. Ó, deixa eu tomar aí, vou pegar o link, rapidão.
Eu tô vendo o YouTube aqui com coisa. Burra.
Beleza?
I think yes.
Então,
Ok.
simbora. Ó, nós vamos começar a live. Boa noite, gente. Vamos começar.
Fala, galera!
Boa noite.
Boa
Gostou,
noite,
Zico?
tudo bem?
Agora sim.
Bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite. Depende da hora que você está assistindo esse vídeo no YouTube. Esse vídeo vai pro YouTube, para quem não sabe aí do chat. Para quem sabe também, estamos avisando, tá?
Nós vamos começar agora a jogar uma mesa de RPG em inglês. Episódio final de Kids on Bike. Será que é o final mesmo?
Final ou não? Yes or not?
Faremos de tudo para que não seja o último. Se for, foi culpa do DM.
Vai cair um meteoro no acampamento.
Já vou começar com... Sabe o nome daquele tempero, teacher, que você usa salsinha e cebolinha? O green smell?
Juro por Deus que a gente fazendo compras hoje, a gente só tava falando em inglês e eu ficava I need to buy green smell.
Nossa senhora, gente.
Green smell.
Cheiro verde, rapaz. Agora deixa eu falar sério. Ó, pra você aí que tá assistindo a live, nós jogamos RPG em inglês com o pessoal do LingoQuest. A gente tinha a teacher Letícia, só que agora ela também está se preparando para fazer uma outra mesa de RPG em inglês com o LingoQuest. Por quê? Porque as pessoas procuram eles para jogar RPG em inglês, para fazer aula particular e para fazer a parte de conversação jogando RPG. Então, se você tiver interesse em fazer aula de inglês de um jeito muito mais legal, muito mais especial, procure o LingoQuest. Então, a gente colocou o link aí no chat, tá bom? E vai estar na descrição também, Zigo? Vai, né?
Tá na descrição, sim.
Tá na descrição também do vídeo. Então, é só clicar e chamar o Teacher Geraldo ou a Teacher Letícia, um deles vai atender vocês. É isso? Podemos?
Ainda não. Porque
Não,
você
ainda
que tá assistindo aí, você não curtiu ainda. É só curtir esse vídeo aqui
É.
rapidão, antes de começar. Porque
Yes.
a
Como que
partir do
curte
momento que a
mesmo?
gente começa, é só clicar no joinha, assim. Ó.
Eu sei.
Já ativa o sininho de notificação para você ficar ciente toda vez que a gente entrar em live. E acho que agora sim. Agora
se
nós
inscreve
vamos.
no canal, pô.
Se inscreve no
Ô,
canal.
por favor.
Um dia legal. Agora, a partir de agora, é só inglês, hein, galera?
Now, start to talking to English. Go.
Of course, my horse.
Nice. So, do you guys remember what was happening the last session where we left off, or what big happening just left us in that beautiful cliffhanger?
Yeah.
How can I forget?
Damn.
That's the
So
thing.
please describe it for me.
We woke up in the last session. I borrowed some candy from a purse of another kid. I think
Mad kid.
yes. I think the Zigor's character was trying to take a book from another backpack.
Yes.
And
A horrible book.
Yeah, he stumbled on two backpacks, one with candy, the other one with the book about some stories and legends. Then we get out of the hut and went to explore on the woods.
Okay.
We saw.
And what did you find in the woods?
Our friend.
We saw the kid that was missing. That had the scarf, the bloody scarf.
Jane.
No.
It's not Jane.
She didn't have the blood scarf, but you saw
no,
Jane.
Yes.
Okay.
But we found the blooded scarf on her bed.
Yes.
And where did Zigo put the blood scarf later?
On the bed are med kids?
No.
No.
On Jan, I think on Jan's bed.
Jan's bed?
But what did you do with the blood from the bloodied scarf?
Oh, you brush some on the kid's backpack.
Yes, I did.
From the kids that you took the book from.
Yes.
Yes. Completely insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Zigo has been doing some things. Okay. And then you were met with Jan. Jan was sobbing, crying, completely lost by some horror that she had recently seen. And what was it?
Saw the annoying kid that was
Thomas.
Thomas. Yes. He was on a tree. And the tree was piercing him from the heart. The tree branches was piercing him.
Yes.
And then after you have seen him on the trees, being impaled by this tree, who appeared?
The police one. We didn't.
The police woman.
We
didn't know she was.
Police woman.
Nasha appeared.
Nesha.
Yeah, I have to take my notes here.
Nesha appears.
And what happens right after?
Candace was the one that she flew.
Run away.
She flew. Yes. run away
To
screaming.
run
And
to the
then
camp.
they came after me right a few seconds before, and following by the policewoman. But then I don't remember exactly how, but I grabbed her, and when I did that, I found out her gun, and then I screamed for everybody, "She has a gun!"
Great.
Okay. But then what did you do to Thomas's corpse?
When we get
No.
back to the woods, we didn't find him.
Before that, we found the guy, the indigenous guy,
Cipato.
Ah,
Sipato.
o Cipato.
He took us from the woods and bring back to the camp.
And
Yes, that was the first time we went to the woods, and then we get back, and then we went again because Jane was calling us. And when we saw
You
we
start
saw
crying because
yeah,
he was trying to hit me.
yes, he was grabbing you, and then Gabis was like with a branch and punch him. I don't remember.
punch him. Punch him.
I was really scared. But the second time when we went to the woods, we found out that the image of Thomas being impaled by the tree, and the second like the second before we couldn't see anymore. Like when the Nashas came, she couldn't see, and then we weren't able to see that too. But I was like running away. We stopped like that right there when we get back to the camp and look on the top of the hut, and there was Samantha.
But who saw Samantha?
Yeah.
Zigor
Jane.
and
Jane.
Yes.
Jane saw Samantha.
Nice.
Jane now
And
is able to see her.
There's where we stop. You stopped on our last session. And what about the teacher, Robert?
Oh
What
my
was-
gosh, we forgot about teacher Robert. He's completely crazy right now. He's lost.
Oh, actually, he fell down and he hit his head, so he's out cold. And that was the moment that
Baixa pouquinho.
Zigo was able to use his medical abilities to actually patch up things,
Yes,
and
stabilize
he's
him.
okay, he's stable. But then Nasha is going to try to bring him to her cabin or find some help for him. And you are trying to enter in the cabin in which all the students are inside, and there's something happening inside. Sipato is inside, and just on the very camp main hut, you can see. I mean, at least that's what. I forgot the name of your characters. Zigo, what was your character's name again?
Them.
Them.
That's when Sam saw that his friend was back, and also that Jen could see Samantha as well. So, what do you say at this specific moment, Sam, that you can see that Jen also sees Samantha, and Samantha is looking at Jen?
Actually, in this moment, I'm more happy because now I can see Samantha again. So I'm not worried yet because Jem can see her. So I just look at Samantha and where were you? Where were you, Samantha? I was worried about you. Were you lost?
Samantha looks at you. She grins, like you see, like a huge smile with lots of teeth, like because it is happy to see you again. And then it points at the girl, and that's the moment that Jen goes like, why is that thing looking at me like that? You can see it too. And she is desperate. You can see that she's not going to get into the cabin. And you can hear some kids saying like, "Let him go!" You can hear one of the kids saying that. And there's something happening inside of the cabin.
Okay.
Wait.
Is everything okay?
1 minute.
Okay, no problem.
Yes. So I look at.
Quê?
I look at.
O que que eu faço? Silencia a criança?
Please don't.
Aperta o mudo
Please
dela.
don't. Please don't.
Press the mute button, please.
So I look to Robert and say, "What's happened? What's happened? What's happening there?"
I don't know. Maybe they are fighting over something.
Let's go check it out. You. She can't see Samantha now.
Maybe I can't see her.
I'm not talking to you. Let's go inside.
Okay. Now
That's the
she's
moment that Jen says,
snapping
like,
at me.
"I'm staying here." Jen says, "I'm staying here. I'm not going to go inside with that thing looking at me." And you see, Sam, that Samantha is sniggering, like laughing a little bit because it's happy that the other person can see it. But it gets inside of the hut, like by one of the windows.
Hey, Jeb. You all see Sam is very happy looking at her. So now you can see Samantha too. This is great.
I don't know if it's great or another sick person. And I don't know.
She's very nice. She plays a lot with me, and now you can join us.
What do you mean? You have always seen that? And she's like trying to look into the many windows to see if the thing is there still. And she says like, "Have you ever been able to see that?"
Yes, of course. All my life I see her. Since I remember it, that I have a memory, I can see her. And now
She
you are the first
shudders a little
person
bit.
that can see her too.
So that thing has never done anything to you, like bad.
No, not bad. Actually, she helps me a lot.
She shudders again and she says like, "Okay, I guess if you're saying it's okay." She looks a little bit more calm. You would say that she can even enter the cabin with you guys.
Let's
I
go.
know she is not like us, but I think you will enjoy her presence.
Jen,
She
describe her a
looks,
little bit for us. Sam described it, but I think it's because he knows her way too much. Now that
wow,
you can see her for the first time.
well, how can I put this? What I see is something like a person, but I know she's not because the arms and legs are a little bit too long. I would say the arms are longer than the legs. And I didn't really pay attention to the fingers, but they are very thin. And the eyes, they look like holes. It's not like there
It's
are.
like E.T. then.
She looks at you and she says like, "No, but
No?
okay, if you think like that." And she would say, "I would say it's a very fast creature and I don't want to go anywhere near it, but I think I have seen her before." And then she goes like very pensive. You can see like she's really thinking about something. And you hear again inside of the cabin, "Hey man, I said to let him go."
Let's go.
Let's go.
Robert,
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Sorry. We are going inside the hut.
You enter the hut and you are met with a weird moment. All the kids, the big and the small, they are all on one corner, and you see that Sipato has one of the kids hanging from one of his hands, and he's like holding this kid up, and he's very mad. You can look at his face, and you can see that he has this very serious look. It doesn't look like he's gonna do anything to the kid, but he doesn't stop saying, "Tell me, what have you seen?" And the kid goes like just crying, saying like, "I didn't see anything, man. Please don't do anything to me." And you recognize that kid. It's actually one of the kids that had the book. And you look that Sipato is right next to the bed with lots of blood. So you take upon yourself that maybe he connected the dots and he thinks the kid has something to do with what happened last night. And then he says, like, "What did you see?" "I didn't see anything. I didn't know this was here on my bed." "It's on your bed. You told me it's yours. Now I want to know, where were you last night?" And one of the kids go, "I told you he was with me."
I'm going to run in the direction of it, and I'm going to stab like Sipato, like over the hips. Let him go! And then I'm start to slapping him. He doesn't do anything. It was a prank. I scream.
He is holding the kid right now, and then he lowers the kid. You can see like he's still very serious, and then he says, "A prank? A friend of yours has disappeared last night, and you're telling me that was a prank?" And then he lowers the kid even more. Now the kid is touching the ground. "You don't know how serious this is. Previously, we have lost kids here, and I'm not going to lose anymore."
I know it's serious. It's not me. Look at me. Look, I'm the face of the one who has done it. I didn't do it. I'm just saying to you as a prank. It's not his fault.
Jenny is with us.
Do like something like that. You are a grown man and you're like bullying these little kids. Who you think you are, man? It's the second time already.
Roll charm for me with a difficulty of 7.
Okay.
Sam's talking with Samantha.
If you're gonna curse, do it in English. Okay. Okay, you get an diversity token. Now you have 5 tokens. Everybody has 4 tokens. Okay.
Nice, baby.
No,
Congratulations.
I do not have 4 tokens. I have 2 tokens.
You have 3 now then.
3.
Jesus, babe.
Okay, then I'll use my 3.
Oh, you're gonna use your 3 tokens to succeed?
It's 7, right?
Yeah, no, but you just failed, and then you just got the token, so no.
Okay. So no, I cannot. Do
What
it.
happens is that Sipato looks at you, and then he lowers the boy to the table, and the table, no, to the bed, and then he goes over the bed, and then he reaches out for the scarf, which is bloodied. And then he grabs it, and now the scarf is not as bloodied because, you know, the blood has congealed a little bit, and you can see like things are getting brittle actually. And he says, "This is not," and then he looks at all the kids, "at one bit funny, nor you should be playing, nor making games, nor walking around with this. You told me this was from one of your friends, more specifically from a boy named Thomas.
What?
We need to find him." And then he just starts to walk away, and he stops at the entrance of the cabin, and he goes, "Where's Nashi?"
Actually, Sipato, sir, the this scarf is it was on Jan's bed. That's
He
not
looks at you.
Thomas' bed.
I don't know why you're playing with this, and I
That
don't care. I just want to know now where Nash is.
she was outside.
He was right over there, dude. You're too like, chill out.
He looks at you. He looks to the woods. He sighs and he just goes away. You see that he goes to the direction opposite where Nash went. And you see
Okay.
all the kids are looking at you and they are very like they're shaking. And one of the kids come and the kid come at you. Jesus, I forgot everybody's names.
That's
Myself.
okay. It happens.
So Candace, this kid comes to you and he goes, like it was being hanged by Sipato. It's the kid is like not only crying right now, but the kid is sobbing like and he goes to you and says like thanks. I guess. What? And it's it starts like drying up its face and goes, where were you guys? Why were you outside? Where's the teacher?
First of all, that was karma for what you did for my friend. I didn't do it to save you, okay? I just think that man is mean. And second, we were in the woods and we're safe. So he's a little bit crazy, right? Don't you think?
Can I guess you forgot what we saw in the woods. So yes, we are safe now.
Robert! I just turned to him. Robert! Shut the fuck up!
No, this imbecile is going to try to go to the woods. So don't say that it's safe to go to the woods. He's
I did
stupid.
not say anything like that.
You're making sound like.
One of the kids, which is near you, looks around and says, "No adults, yay!" And he jumps over his bed and he starts jumping and say, "Like I'm Spider-Man," and he's like 10 years old.
Great. Look how he wanna go to the woods right now.
Not right now, but
Ugh. So
One of the kids start doing kid stuff, like some of them start eating things, some of them start reading. You see one starts telling a story for the other kids, one kid's crying a lot, and you say there are in between 20 kids, around 20 kids in this camp, like counting you guys. And Jan is like just like near the door and she's looking up. That's when you, Sam, see that she's also looking at Samantha. For you, who can see Samantha, you can see that almost like one of those terror films in which you can see the thing walking up the walls. Samantha is like attached to the wall, and then you can see its head, and it just turns its head to 180 degrees, and then looks at you and grins.
I'm near to Samantha, and I was talking to her about the kid that I put the scarf on the bag on his bag, and I'm happy because we have our revenge.
I turn to them and then I look straight to Jen. Jen, we need to talk right now.
Jen gulps. She says, well, what do you want to know? I didn't do anything.
I know you didn't do anything. Actually, I don't know, but I believe in you. But something is off, okay? Toma was the one who said something about your parents earlier, and now we saw him, and then she's like talking really low. We saw him dead.
Jen scrunches up. You see that she's going to start crying. and she starts crying with a wail, like, and she starts crying again, as she had forgotten that Thomas was dead because of the apparitions she saw. And Sam, you see something odd. Like, that's the moment where Samantha comes down from the ceiling and touches her Jen on the shoulder, and Jen looks up and she just like freezes because she sees that. So she doesn't even move. She stops crying. She's like, get it from me, get it away from me. And then Samantha is nodding, like very happy.
Okay, what's going on?
The thing's near me.
Samantha is giving a hug on Jem.
Okay.
Great.
Jen, if you want to know something, I guess if Samantha is real, I would say she's not bad with us. She never did something to hurt us. So if we're seeing her, I guess Sam's word is for real. She hasn't done anything to him.
Yeah. Let's forget about Samantha for one bit. Look at me, and let's try to understand what's going on.
Jan looks at you. She was like, like just starting crying, and she puts her hand on her forehead. Okay, I can't see why I can't be real with you, but I was sleeping, okay, and then I woke up. I was in the middle of the woods, and as she says that, Samantha is nodding.
Okay, but what about your parents? What Thomas has to say about them?
She goes silent for a bit. I need you to roll charm with a difficulty of 6.
Okay. DM, I will take the book from the boy
Mhm.
that we took from the boy, and I will try to learn something about these woods, that the story that we heard from the bus, or something, some new information about these woods that we didn't know before. Something like I don't know.
So, just so I can know this, because I think Zam had the book, and you're getting the book from Zam or from the kid?
No, from Sam. We
Okay.
had the book. We have the book now.
Okay.
Someone of us had the book.
So you take the book out.
Yes, and
That moment you. Mhm.
I'm taking my Walkman and putting my Van Halen tape so I can focus, like reading.
Okay. The moment you take it out, one of the kids goes, "Hey, that's mine. I found it." And the other kid goes like, "Shh, you have to see the man. He's gonna come back and he's gonna ask you, what are you doing with it?"
Okay.
Uh,
I don't
just
I don't bother.
Okay, so Robert's not paying attention to us anymore. What do you have to say? What you're not telling us?
Jan trusts you enough so she can start talking, and she says, "My parents don't really like me. Every activity from school which I can be sent to, I'm sent. And funnily enough, Thomas was always there. And one day he asked me what was wrong. He was nice to me then. And then I told him how my parents don't like me around. And after some time we were not friends anymore. And then he started making fun of me.
Oh.
Now she regrets it.
Okay.
But the thing that just happened, it had happened before.
Yeah, I would say last summer.
Last summer. Where? Here?
What are you talking about? The thing that happened before?
The thing with Thomas.
Oh no, I saw Thomas last night, and he was the way I found him and the way we saw it before he's, you saw that as well. He disappeared.
He did. That's very strange, isn't it?
She's in deep thought right now. She doesn't know what to say. Robert, you take the book out. The boys say that. Do you react to them? Do you just read the book?
No, I don't get bothered by them. I just start to read. I just put my Van Halen tape in and listen to music and focus on trying to understand something that we passed
I would
by.
like to react.
What? How do you react?
I'm gonna.
You or Samantha?
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the guys. Hey, so you guys found the book? Where? Where did you find it?
The one of them is silent. The other one elbows him like very hard. He goes, "Ugh!" It's like, okay, man, Jesus. It's like, do you want the guy to come back here? Tell them this stuff. And he's like, okay. He goes like a little bit, like gangster. You don't know why he does that. He says like, we found it near the woods, man. It was near the tree. Yeah. And the other one goes like, he's thinking like that. Shut up! I'm trying to establish respect. Looks at you.
So, on these woods here,
Just near the bathrooms. Nobody wants to go near it. It's nuclear right there. Yeah, I wouldn't go if I were you. And just beneath a tree, under some branches, we saw something leather bound. We thought was maybe a good story, but then we didn't like the things we see.
Okay. So, did you read the book?
We read a part.
And what did you think about it?
I prefer Harry Potter, man.
Uh,
You
So,
you get the feeling that book-wise they don't know much, like from what they read. They can't like decipher what was in there.
okay, I will go where Robert is going with the book and the Walkman, and try
I'm-
to.
I'm just on the side of the door, just sitting on the ground and
I will call Samantha.
passing
Hey,
the pages.
hey Samantha, could you help me? Could you help me with something here? Me and Robert want to know what this book talks about. I think it's important. So could you help us, please?
Okay, so this is how we're gonna do this. Rick, since you're using your Van Halen tapes, I'm gonna give you a +1
Ooh.
on your next roll for understanding of the book. But right now, I want you to roll brains for me. But there's no difficulty on this. We're gonna do it like this. I want the minimum and the maximum of your die, and the more you roll up, the more things you learn, and the more you roll down, the less things you learn.
Okay.
Yes. So roll for brains.
My brains is a D20.
When he's doing this discovering, I turned to Jen and I said, like, I'm really sorry about your parents,
Jen starts crying.
No, don't cry. Don't cry. Let me tell you something. I really appreciate your company here, and we were very worried when you were missing, and we explored the woods, even if the woods are like really dangerous, just to find you.
She
So we really
she's
like you.
she's looking at you. You see like one single tears coming down, and she tries it and she says, "Well, thanks. I guess I can't give you anything."
But I mean, I just have it all. You really don't have to give.
I forgot you're a rich kid. Okay.
I'm sorry. I just have
That's
to do
very
it.
nice. That's very
I
nice.
have it all. There is nothing you can give me, really.
She looks puzzled at you and she's like, okay. Did you roll already? That's a 4, actually a 5. So you learn
Yeah.
one thing from this book. Yes. It is a faded leather journal, actually, and you see a name on the starting of the book. It's it's written Evelyn, and it's dated some months ago. You see that, and she writes something about a strange woman in her dreams, and there are some stories about the trees, and you don't understand pretty much the other parts of the book, or you see that the language in which it's written is not something that you know or have ever seen.
I take off my Walkman phone. Hey guys, look, there's something that's written on this book that I can't read. Are you okay, Mandy?
Mandy's not okay.
Mandy, don't die
I
yet.
know,
I didn't
I
kill you.
know, I know that that's weird, but you don't have to.
I mean, let me check it out because, I have multiple classes. Can I look at the book?
Sure, here.
I was trying to help with the book and
Oh,
with
I'm so sorry
Samantha.
then.
Guys, I just need to go, like, to leave just for a second. Be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's
Okay.
Mandy, what's happening is I just pressured Dan and she cried a lot. And
Yes.
then
Okay.
we can see that. And then we discovered that her parents actually she thinks her parents don't like them don't like her. She thinks that her parents don't like her
Yes.
because they are like sending her to this camps all summer and don't want to be with her.
So, our parents também don't like us.
Because
Yes.
you're here, right?
Yes.
Yes, I think she's a little bit insecure about that. And then I pressure her because the Thomas thing was a little bit off, and he was saying things about that, like, oh, her parents doesn't like you. And I was thinking
Mm.
that she really did something to Thomas, but I don't now. I don't think she did it. She's just a victim as him.
I'm curious because she said that she already saw Samantha in the past.
She did.
Yes.
She
She
I
said
talked
that.
didn't get.
about it. She talked about it. I saw her before.
When?
We don't know.
She didn't say when. She just said that she saw Samantha before.
Maybe in the camp? Maybe in the woods?
Maybe her dream.
Yeah, maybe
When
in her dreams.
Samantha.
You said so, Sam, that you dreamed about Samantha yesterday, right?
Yes.
So maybe she saw the dream. She had the dream.
But
Or
she
she
was not
saw
in that dream.
Samantha when Samantha get away, fugiu,
Run away. Yes.
run away
Maybe because I wasn't seeing her.
for one day
Yeah.
or middle
Yeah,
half day.
from the moment that we woke up until now.
Yes.
You know, we have to ask her. She's like a little off now, but we have to ask her since she get back. When she saw,
Yes, but you're the one that's better talking to people. I'm not
I
like
mean, I
that.
don't know. I don't know if I'm the best one because I just annoy people. But okay, I can
Yes.
talk to her.
Surely
So,
you are better than me.
Jen,
And
we were
better
just
than me.
talking about. I don't believe in Samantha because I cannot see her. But they said to me that you have seen her before.
She looks at you and she says, like, looking up, she says, like, well, I don't think I saw her, but I think I did meet her before because I can't remember her, but I have the feeling. And she looks and she shudders a little bit. She's looking like at the corner of the room.
So you don't know where you when you meet her.
No, don't.
Maybe you with
In
your
your dreams?
dreams?
Yes.
Her eyes widen a little bit and she goes, maybe yes. Maybe she was in that white forest.
So
I mean,
did you had a nightmare yesterday?
I did. And I woke up, I was in the middle of the woods. I had to find Thomas. I I had to find him and I found him. But I don't know how I got there, but I know I had a bad dream. Something about my
Wait,
parents, a white forest, but I don't remember all of it.
We all had bad dreams to that.
yes, and we woke when we woke up, we saw a scarf, your scarf. It was bloodied. Where is the blood? Are you hurt?
No, that's not mine. It was Thomas.
It was Thomas' blood.
So you
I don't know if it
find
was his
Thomas?
blood. No, I
Hmm.
I found his body. I didn't find him.
Guys, someone is trying to frame Jane like you did with the kid and the annoying kid.
No.
Yes.
Why? What?
I
Why
don't know.
did I? Why would somebody do that?
I don't know.
He
Oh,
is a
no.
little bit restless, and one of the kids uh, jumps on one of your beds. Let's say Mandy's bed, and he's like, Spider Man, I'm the Spider Man. And he starts jumping harder and harder on the bed.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Congratulations,
Go jump
Spider-Man.
over. Go jump somewhere
Go.
else, please. We have to find the police woman.
Hey, Sabata, could you help us to understand this book?
Samantha looks at you, and Samantha goes and does this movement, like putting two fingers together, and that's the moment where you should give me one of your adversity tokens so you can talk to Samantha.
Of
Okay,
course.
so again, this is the moment in which you go within your subconscious to talk to Samantha. For everybody who's looking, they only can see the white of your eyes, and it looks like you are mumbling something, like saying something.
Oh
But for
shit!
you,
Again.
you are inside a room where everything's dark and you can only see, a table, and then the hands come forward and Samantha's smile, like brightens. I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too, Sabata. I thought you had gone. Where were you?
The smile disappears. I thought it was important to save the girl.
Oh, thank
But you
God
have
you did it.
something you want to ask me?
Yes, about
Only
this
allow
book.
one question. The book?
Yes, this book. I think it's important us to solve this problem that is happening in the woods.
Okay. So Samantha is gonna help you, but Samantha can only give you amount of information. Even if you have the help of this supernatural being, it can only convey some things to you. Since it's just one question for one adversity token, I want you to roll for brains for me, and you are gonna get something. If you get the highest value, I'm gonna give you more pieces of information, and if you have the lowest value, you don't get anything.
Okay, let's go.
Great.
I love it.
Samantha only tells you the following. Well, regarding the contents of this book, I cannot quite penetrate it. Oh, Jesus Christ! Why did
That's
you
what
do
she said.
That's what he said.
that? Yeah. Whatever. And she says to you, "What? Jesus Christ!" She says to you, "What I know is that you should be wary about your dreams in the womb." And that's the moment where your eyes adjust and you're back to the room. Everybody has seen
Na geladeira,
you
bota a coca.
looking up in only the white of your eyes. Can you describe a little bit what your body was doing while you were talking to Samantha?
Yeah, maybe my arms go a little bit to my back, and my chest goes up like this, and I how can I say it, when my body shakes a lot, very fast,
Mhm. So you're
and
trembling.
yeah, trembling, and that's it.
Okay. So everybody saw that, and then he comes back to you, and what do you say to everybody?
And I just I already did it, so I just go back on my conscience and look at Jen. If I'm curious about what she saw.
Well, Jen has conveyed everything that she would convey about the dream, you guess. You can ask more questions. You can talk to the kids. No adults are near you because it seems like everybody's incompetent right here. They don't take care of kids.
Actually, I think
So
he's asking what Jen has seen with the thing that happened to him, right?
yeah,
Sorry, what?
I think she just saw what everyone saw too.
Yes.
When you were looking up,
Yeah,
she saw what everybody was seeing, which was you like that. But at that moment, she saw something very odd. You can see like she's looking at you and she says like, "What happened?"
yeah, that's that's the way that I talk with Sabata. Maybe you can learn it, or I can teach you. But
I
it
don't think I
that's
want to.
but she's very nice. She helped me a lot. In this case, she didn't help me, but almost all the time she can do it. But she said something to me. She said that we have to worry about our dreams, and then I try to look at the nightmares thing that are on our beds.
What happened to
The
those
The
things?
Dreamcatcher.
recap.
dream
Okay,
catchers.
the dream catcher.
One of them was
There was one of them which was moving. Robert got it, and
Yes.
Sapato has it now. Yes.
Sipato.
yes.
Yes.
Nice. So there are others. You see, there are others.
Is
So
any one of them are broken?
No, they are intact.
Intact. Okay.
So what do you guys think if we left this kid here and we go find the policeman, the policewoman?
You say the police woman? Nobody knows about it. This.
Yes, just us.
Okay, it's just us.
She doesn't trust Sipatos either. I mean, I don't trust him.
The kid which was jumping stops jumping and it looks tired. It comes to you and it's like, I want to sleep. And it's looking
I mean, go to sleep. I'm looking at your mother. For real.
The kid looks down and says, "No, my mom's way more beautiful than you." And the kid
I doubt that.
The kid goes away and it falls on one of your beds. Actually, falls on Robert's bed, and you see that starts to like prepare to sleep.
Okay, Robert, you miss your bed. Let's go.
Where are you going? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I wanted to find the police officer.
Okay. So all of you are gonna go. What's gonna happen? Tell me.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
we're
go.
discussing right now.
I'm
just
trying.
just something. What do we know about where is Robert and where is Sipato and where is the police officer? I don't remember that.
Robert is falling, is lay down right there.
Yes, he's like
No.
almost dead. And Sipato went one way and the police officer go the way
The other way.
He's
other
passed
way.
out. Roberts is passed out on the ground.
What?
We are with no adults.
Yeah, Robert was
teacher.
passed out, but then Nashe got him and she went away with him.
Okay.
So Nash
right,
is
right.
with Robert.
You
Exactly.
hear groans right now. You hear, "Ah!" And the kid which is sleeping starts, groaning, like it's having a bad dream.
Is the
Is the bed that has no dream catcher?
The dream catcher is there, but funnily enough, the wires inside, or would say the barbed things inside the dream catcher, they're gone. And the kid starts saying things such as like, "No, get away from me!" And then you hear a voice different from the kid, and you can hear like very, very hoarse and low voice, and like, "Get away!" And the kid starts, shaking violently.
I tap Sam on the shoulder and tell Samantha to go into his dreams to understand what's going on.
Can you do that, Samantha?
You're asking if Samantha can go into dreams?
Yes.
You try to reach for Samantha and you see that Samantha is like on the other side of the place right now. All the kids are silent looking at this kid like convulsing, and Samantha is like as scared as you are, and Samantha is pointing at the kid and you see that Jan is wide-eyed, and then the kid goes like, "Oh, death!" and a lot of blood starts coming down the nose of this kid.
I'm going to try to wake him up.
You try to wake it up.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
How do you do that?
I'm going to the bed and try to shake him. Wake up, man! Wake up!
So the moment that you start shaking the boy, you see something. Everything vanishes, and you're in the woods, and you see this kid running, and the kid is like running with difficulty. You see that something wrong with the kid. So Robert, you are alone in this forest. You can see just a kid running from.
And what we are seeing?
You see that Robert like start touching the kid, and it's almost like the kid's having this electrical current going through it, and he's like also shaking with the kid.
You know what? Don't you know? Wake
Let-
up! And
let-
I'm throwing stuff at him, you know?
Let's help
What are you
them.
throwing at him?
Let's help them.
I throw him my iPods, you know? Something that I have in my purse, something that doesn't, my gloss.
You see that the kid opens its mouth and the tongue comes out and it starts to bite on the tongue. And you see that blood starts to come down as it starts to force its jaw and it starts to bite more and more the tongue out. You feel like this kid really is going to bite its tongue out. I need everybody to breathe with a difficulty of 10.
Oh, what?
Grit for me with a difficulty of 6.
Wait,
You need to roll for grit, not you, Robert.
Okay. I'm already dead, right?
Okay.
Wait, I need to find my
Sheet.
yes.
I will help you.
I have here as well.
Okay.
I found.
Okay.
I roll.
So
What? What, teacher?
Grit.
can I put something in his mouth like the wallet with Michael Scott putting on Scanlon's mouth, you know?
Let's just wait for me in this roll.
Great.
Ooh,
We
great.
did it.
So all of you are not shaken by this sight, although it really is something which you would see in a terror film, even like some kind of possessions going on. So what exactly are you going to try to do the moment that you see that Robert's like holding the kid's hand and he's like, like shaking with the kid, and you see like he's focusing on something, but he's not right there. You can see that he's not there at the moment with you.
I try to pick up on the drink catcher and I point to both. I don't know.
You're gonna reach the green catcher and you're gonna try to to move it.
Yes.
The moment that you touch the dream catcher, it's almost like it's not held by the thread, but it's like hanging, and you can feel like it's strongly set on the air. If you feel like if you would apply enough force, you can remove it from where it is.
I try to remove.
Roll brawn for me with a difficulty of 5.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I want to do something, okay?
Okay.
I just did something. I throw stuff at them.
6 again.
Gabi, you remove the dream catcher. The kid stops shaking, but you see that it's still trying to bite its tongue out, and Robert is still holding the kid. What do you want to do, Sam?
So when I saw when Robert touched him, I just said, "Let's help them," and I just start running into his position and try to give him a tackle to.
You hear the kid stop.
Yeah, but I was already on the movement, you know. I
So
tried to do a tackle.
While this is happening, in the moment where you are in this forest, you don't know, and there's this kid running away from you, Robert, what do you do?
I look back, try to see what he was running away from.
You look back, and I need you to roll grit again.
Damn it.
Great choice, baby. Great choice.
That's some of the choices that you guys would have made.
Ah,
Nice!
Love it!
There is a
Bye,
thing about
guys.
dreams. There is a thing about dreams that we only remember, the moments in which the things happen when we wake up in the morning. But you feel like there is a moment of fabrication of dreams, or there are things in which our minds do that we cannot quite comprehend. So you look behind, and then you see lots of threads. Like they are kind of creating this world, and while they are creating this world, you see many eyes in a face. You have no idea how big it is, but you feel it's enormous. And this line, which you figure is the mouth of this thing, starts to tremble, and it widens as you can see like huge smile coming at you. And maybe that's what the kid is running from. And you can't move because of this situation that you have just seen. But we are back at Zam. You try to tackle your friend. Yes.
Yes, and
Okay.
I want to tackle in the opposite direction from the guy that is sleeping to
Okay. The boy
create a
that's
separation from.
roll brawl for me with a difficulty of 5. And Robert, you get another adversity token because of your fail.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exploded.
The moment that you see the mouth opening, you feel you are going to be met with something that you shouldn't be looking at. And that's when you are violently taken out of this place, and you are back where you were. You are on the ground, and you can see that Zem is looking at you, and everybody's wide-eyed, and you are on the ground right now. And he's like on top of you. You have like both fallen, and the kid starts to like start to gargle with the blood. You feel like the blood is actually interfering with this kid's ability to breathe, and he's like choking on its own blood.
Sam, help him! Sam, you have to do something!
I run away. I run to the kid, and I try to remove him in the side.
The moment you touch the kid, you feel its cold body, and you try to turn it to the side. The kid turns to the side, and the blood starts to come down, and the kid is, like in a very bad shape. You can see like lots of blood coming down its mouth. And the other kids, some are crying, some are not even moving. And you see like a pool of blood starts to form.
I can help him. I can help him. Someone gets a first aid kit, and I try to do my skilled first aid thing.
Okay, I'm gonna give you let me try to remember this. Every time you're gonna use your first aid abilities, I'm gonna give you a +2 on the roll. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna roll for brains for me first to try to find a first aid kit with a difficulty of 3.
I asked to someone do this while I try to
okay.
While
So
I try
roll
to start something.
Roll with a difficulty of 5 brains to try to save this kid right now.
Okay.
If I help him, you make a difference or not?
Well, he has succeeded because he has a +2, so that is a 6. You could stop the kid's blood right now from flowing. You feel like the cut was just on the top, not on the down part of the tongue, so you managed to push the tongue down, and right now the kid is breathing through its nose, and you can see that you can like stop the bleeding for a moment. But you feel like the cloth you're using, the piece of cloth you're using from the bed, is getting drenched in.
DM, I'm going to try to reach for my bag and take it the strange green stone that I have on my back that I found
Okay.
on the river.
You reach for it and you want. Explain to me again where this stone comes from.
It's from my hometown. I was back in the forest near the river, and I found this strange glowing green rock. And I can swear that sometimes vibrates.
You have two choices. You can either keep the stone with you close at hand, or you can try to break it. You feel like you should do one of the two things right now.
I'm too scared. I'm going to keep it like lucky charm.
It's warm to the touch. You feel like it's not a normal stone. It would be cold, but it's really warm, like it was somebody's skin. You put it close to you, and you feel you're gonna need it. What is the rest? What are the rest of you doing? Because Zam has asked you to try to find
First aid kit.
first aid kit. Who is going to try to find a first aid kit?
Me.
Mandy.
Mandy.
Okay, so Mandy, roll intelligence for me.
Brains.
That brings Jesus Christ. D&D has destroyed my mind.
Intelligence.
Candace is just screaming.
Difficulty of 3, okay?
3?
3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, baby.
You look to the side, and this is odd because you swear you just saw that one first aid kit like was pushed from under the teacher's bed, under Robert's bed. So you scamper to it, like like really running, and you open it. And thank the gods, there is a needle and a thread inside of this this first aid kit. But the thread is fishing, like fishing thread. So it should be able to be a suture, or like something in which you can really. I forgot the name of this. Yeah, sewing. But then for when it's flash, there is another name. But then
Stitching.
Sewing. Stitching, nice,
Stitching the
very
flash.
good. So stitches, you can really stitch it up.
So, give me that. And please, Robert, hold this kit.
What?
I will do something that will hurt.
Oh, boy.
I
Um,
can help it.
You can help.
Grab
How do you
him.
help? You grab the kit as well. Both
Yes.
of you have to roll for brawn for me with a difficulty of 4 together. So both of you have to roll in a summed way more than 4.
Together.
Me too?
Together, everyone.
Robert and Mandy.
Robert and Mandy.
Okay.
Bra?
Brawn.
Brown.
Yeah, if both of you choose. Do you want to use your
I'm gonna use my tokens to
Me too, please.
reach for.
No, we just need one more token.
One more
token.
token.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You use one of your tokens. Both of you hold the legs and the hands of the boy, and this is where you come, Zam. So you're gonna try to stitch this kid up,
Yes.
and you're gonna have to roll for me.
Ah, porra. Tô
The
com
plot
fome aqui.
thickens.
You're gonna roll for me flight, because right now I want to see how dexterous you are, with a difficulty of 4, but more 2 plus 2 because of your abilities with first aid.
Let's go!
He's good at running
Yes.
away. Ah.
It is an okay job. You know, you manage to stitch up the kid. You see that it's not bleeding. The kid, you know, stopped bleeding as much, but the kid is really, really, really pale right now. So you feel that this kid needs medical attention. And Jan was just frozen, and she said, "We can't sleep. It isn't safe.
Yeah, I
You
think we
can
should
what?
do that. Sleep.
We can't sleep."
We can't.
And you see that all the kids are looking around, and that's the moment where somebody comes to the cabin. That's Nasha. You can see she's all
What you doing?
okay.
Sorry,
Okay. you can see
I
she's
found I used it.
all sweaty, and she comes and she
Nasha.
looks at all of you, Nasha, and
Okay.
she looks at all of you and she says, like, "What happened? It looks like you have some
Anadol,
wounds."
Anadol, we almost killed Spider-Man. He was like, they're
Shut up.
right now.
Shut up.
You point at
Let
the
me
boy and then you
explain.
see that there's a pool of blood, and she widens her eyes.
Where were you, you woman?
The kid sleep and we don't know what happened to him.
He almost died.
But yes. And we did we can. We did we can.
And she comes close to you, Sam. She sees that you are taking care of this kid, and she says, like, "What have you done? What happened to this kid? Did you do something to this kid?"
No.
I just tried to save it. I have some practice with stitching. Zabata teach me how to do that, and I practice with her mouth, and now I just try to do it, and I think it's okay. But
she
he's a little
looks
bit
at your
white
job. She widens her eyes and she says, "Why did you stitch this boy's tongue? What happened?"
She just bite.
He just
Yeah,
bites your
he bited his own tongue while he was dreaming.
She looks at you and she says, like, "Okay, a kid was convulsing and it bit its own tongue. What it has to do with the dreams? There's nothing to do with the dreams." And that's when Jen says, like, there's something in the dreams." And the woman looks at her. Nasha just, you know, like, starts to shake her head, and just a second, this song is like
yes.
getting to my mind.
Thank
She just, like, grabs the kid and she says, like, "Well, I'm gonna go with this kid, and we're gonna go to my cabin. I'm gonna try my radio and see if somebody can come here and get this kid." And she turns from you. The moment that she turns, you know, her coat kind of moves, and all of you can see, like, the gun, like, it's really there for you to see. It's right behind her, and you can see the gun, and then the coat, like, hides it back again, and she walks out of the cabin.
Wait, you're leaving her. We're leaving. We're just kids and we're alone in here. We don't have an adult.
She stops and she looks at you, and you are one of the oldest kids around here, and she says, like, "I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to leave you with it. I don't know where Sipato is." And she looks down and she says, like, "And many things are happening at the same time. Your teacher is not able to be here just yet. I mean, he was sleeping the moment I left him on the cabin, and I have to go back to him. And the kid's just passed out." She just leaves with the kid. Mandy, you have on your hands one of the dream catchers. You hear something coming from the dream catcher, almost like a whisper.
I hear what?
You hear something from the dream catcher. I mean, like it's far from you, so you hear something like.
Oh, fuck. I
And you're
heard
pointing.
something.
Yeah.
I
Now the
heard
moment
something.
you raise it, you can hear it a little bit clearer, but it's not 100%.
What does
I-
it say?
What is it, man?
Fuck. I tried to grab and
Listen.
yes.
So you
Uh.
put it closer to your ear. That's the moment that you hear whispers, and the whispers say, like million of voices, 1,000 of voices saying like, "We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you," and it disappears. Only you heard that.
I push and I say, "You not get me. No."
You look, and it's almost like you have a hole on your hand. There is like the dream catcher, and inside it's infinitely black.
Okay. Now we see something's going on with dream catchers. So I think we have to remove all the dream catchers. What do you think?
I don't know if it's helping us or actually is doing something bad with us.
When I remove the dream catcher, the dream on or the kid stop it. So
We should try to destroy it.
Let's burn it.
yes, all the dream catcher. Let's burn.
In the moment that you say that, all the kids get like around you and they say like, "Yes, burn the dream catchers," and they start like getting the dream catchers. And you see all these kids like, you know, they are very happy with the fact that they're gonna burn something. So they all
Burn
go
the
outside
dream
and they are like
catcher. Burn
throwing
the
the
dream catcher.
dream catchers. Yes, exactly like that. And one of the older kids is like too scared, and he comes to you and he says like, "What's going on? What happened?"
I mean, I don't know what happened. I just know that the dream catcher are making people, I don't know, biting their tongues.
That's the moment where Jen goes outside and you see that she's following the kids, and you are all alone in the cabin right now.
We always alone.
Yes.
Let's
I just saw my mom.
burn them now.
Let's
The
burn.
kids, yes, let's burn them all. Like, they are outside. You see a huge fire starting, you know, where there was a quaint fire the last day. You see like a huge fire right now. You don't know why. And then the kids are just dancing around this fire. And they're very happy that the fire is happening. And you see that the moment that the fire touches the dream catchers, they burn in different colors. And the kids don't see that, and they are dancing. And the moment that they're dancing, the fire like goes even higher and even more powerful, and you can see the shadows of the kids dancing. And as you look at the shadows, you see the kids like smiling and, you know, like just gagging, and they start to really laugh, and they start this dance which doesn't stop. And one of the kids which was not participating comes to you. It says like, "They've gone mad. What's going on?" And it looks at you. The kid looks at you and he says, "I think this is your fault." And all the kids stop dancing, and all of them turn to you, and they're looking at you like, you know, waiting for something
me?
to happen. All your group.
Wait, our fault?
Yes.
We
I mean-
tried to help you. All of you.
Well, you know, the boy was just playing, and then the other moment he was bleeding, and one of you was holding him, and then the other one attacked the other. So we don't know what's happening anymore. And that is the moment in which you see Samantha leaves the cabin, and Samantha is like pointing in direction of both woods. You know, like there is a path going down that goes to the other cabins and the place where Zipato went. And Samantha's doing it.
I think we should run.
The kids.
Run to where?
Run.
Yes, the kids. I think the kids are high. I don't know, but they are coming to get us.
Robert,
Okay.
I need you to roll for flight for me with a difficulty of 5.
Ooh. I'm
Only-
bad at it.
Flight with a difficulty of 5.
Ah.
You have 4 tokens. Would you like to spend one of them or no?
Yes.
Please.
Okay,
yes.
you're gonna use all your tokens to succeed.
Okay. I want to leave.
You look in direction of the kids, and then it's the moment where you see a rock flying in your direction. How do you dodge it?
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna use my jacket that my father gave me from the military. Try to block it.
So the rock was thrown by one of the kids. Your jacket is enough to protect you, but you feel like a hard hit on your hand, and the rock falls down. And then you look. One of the kid has its hands like he has just thrown something at you. Then you
What
can
the
see
fuck,
like,
man?
they're doing movements to get branches. All of the kids together, and one of them said, "It was them, it was them," and then you can hear all of them like, "It was them, it was them, it was them." And
Guys, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Run.
And then
Go,
we run.
Kent.
where are you gonna run? Are you gonna run to the right or to the left? To the left you have all the cabins. To the right you have the woods.
The cabins, right?
To the cabins with the woman, the police woman.
The police woman.
Or you're gonna
Yes.
go where she is right now.
Yes.
Yes.
We tried.
You scamper down, you know, like this trail, and lots of rocks, branches are like being thrown at you. The kids are not who they were
Insane.
like a moment ago. You feel like there's something happening here. And that's when the moment that you're running, you can hear voices. But the voices don't come from the kids. It comes from where you are right now. Like the voices were just mouths around you saying things to you, and you hear bad things being said to you. Bad, horrible, we're gonna get you. That's where you are. Where are you? We're gonna go there now. You don't know, you don't dream, you don't see us. And then you like just like stop in front of Nash's hut, and you see like the door's closed. The kids are not near you, but you can see like they're coming because they're not running, they're just walking towards you.
I tried to kick the door.
Okay, you could knock. You try to open.
No.
You kick the door open because it was open. It
Okay.
flies open, and
Okay.
that is the moment where Nash is sat on her desk, and on her bed you see like your teacher, and he's like rubbing his face, and you see the kid just laying there, and she looks at you, and then you just like flung the door open.
Yes.
What's
I
happening?
opened the door, and when the last one passed, I just closed the door.
They want to
Dude.
catch us. They want to catch us. The thing that
They
we
wanna-
cannot see.
They want to kill us. They're trying to kill us. They throw a rock in
All
on
the
me,
kids try to
and I-
kill us.
I pull my sleeve
Whoa.
back to see my arm.
Nothing on your arm. She looks at you and she says like, whoa, calm down. I know kids can be difficult. I have had plenty of training on dealing with kids, but you shouldn't be worrying about that right now. I told you to keep eye on the kids. Can't you do like a simple task?
They
They're
are
not gonna
coming.
kill you.
They're
Okay.
coming this way with branches and stones.
She looks at you, all of you. I need you to roll because you said that they're coming with stones. Zam, I need you to roll charm for me with a difficulty of 6.
Okay.
I
No!
tried to
You
kill
exploded. You can roll again.
Nice.
Oh my
Five.
god!
You can spend a
Fuck.
token.
I will spend it.
Okay,
Nice,
right
nice,
now we
nice.
have 3 tokens.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I had 4. I spent one with Samantha and one now, so just 2.
Okay. 2 tokens. Gabi has got her 4 tokens.
But
that
you
is
get a
Gabi.
1, right? You roll it a 1.
Oh yeah, so you have 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and Gabi P has 4. Both Gabis have 4 tokens. That is the moment in which she raises and she believes you that the kids are coming. She goes outside of the hut, and you see her saying to the kids like, "Calm down, come!" And then you see that she just like flinches because a rock passes by her, and she says, "Hey, I'm gonna go get you." And you see branches and then rocks, and then she comes near and she says like, "Stay here." And then she closes the door,
No!
and you hear a gunshot, like,
Okay.
boom,
Okay.
and silence.
Okay.
That's when Robert's looking at you, like he sits down on the bed. You can see like he has his head all patched up, and he says, what in the 7 hells is going on?"
Shut up, Robert.
Teacher,
We got this.
don't even try to leave the cabin right now,
Stay
please.
here.
I am responsible for all the kids. I'm sorry. Have you been to Yates? I don't think so. I have, I have 1 degree on education, and I have a master's on psychopedagogy. And what I know from that is that you guys are all
I
hallucinating
tried
right now.
to stop
Ro-
them from the.
Robert, you know what you always
door.
also have? A concussion. Sit the fuck down.
Well, I haven't seen you using that type of language before, little woman.
That's it.
Uh,
It's the danger we're here.
Well, I mean, little girl, you have to understand we are in a moment in which you have to obey the adults, and that's when the door opens. Nasha, she's looking at you and she says, "Tell me exactly what happened and why did I have to fire a gun on the air to scare dozens of kids?"
Okay, now we talk.
Okay. You know this kid,
This kid.
he was convulsing while he was dreaming,
Yes.
and I catch him and try to wake him up because he was trying to bite his tongue off.
And he goes to the dream with him, and I don't know what happened there.
You're not gonna believe it. Trust me.
When I
Yes, I don't believe it as a single bit. And then she looks and she sees that Robert's up, and she says like, "You lay down." And then he just lay down because he's afraid of you. And then she says like, "Okay, I need all your kids to cooperate with me right now. There are some things which are happening that I cannot explain, and if you are dilly-dallying around and just making up stories, things are not going to work out. Okay? So I need your
What
full
story?
cooperation. Hey, no. That's not what's going to happen. I need you to go back to the cabin and tend to the kids. I'm trying to use the radio. It's not working.
Okay, we're not leaving this cabin.
Now,
We're not
now
doing that.
yes,
No.
we don't live.
The kids are trying to kill us.
She looks
are
at
just-
you. She looks around and she says, "You know what? Fuck it." And she gets one of her drawers, and she gets one compass. And she looks at you, Zam, and she goes, "Here, you're good with your hand, so keep this close to you. You're gonna try to find Sipato, and he is going to keep track of the kids. I know I can trust you to find Sipato. Yes, we need him." And Robert's like laying down, and Robert says, like, "But Sipato is a little bit violent, isn't he?" "I was not talking to you." And he just, gets a little bit smaller, like a ball. And she says, "You're gonna leave this cabin and you're gonna try to find him because I want to know what he's up to."
Oh, great.
Jen is with you this whole
Now-
moment, and she's like
Now you
looking
want
at all of
us.
you.
You want to us go outside?
There
and
is
fight
nothing
Sipato?
outside. I fired my gun and the kids all ran away from me.
Okay, but the kids it's outside, and the kids try to kill us, and now you want to us go outside.
She
Why?
points at the kid, which is like pale on the bed. "I can't leave him alone, nor I can leave him alone." And she points at Robert. And she says, "So I can only trust you because I can't find Sipato anywhere, and I can't leave to find him since there are crazy things going on, and I have to, get this radio working." And then you can see like
Why
there's a radio.
you don't go find Sipato when us stay in the cabin where
Roll,
was
roll
safe?
charm for me with a difficulty of 7.
Ixi, já era.
You never know.
It's going to explode.
I have to explode 2 times.
Okay. Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
I
She says, "I'm sorry, I'm adamant by my decision, and I will not hear a little kid on what I have or I don't have to do."
Let's go, guys. We can do it.
Let's go. But first, Robert, give me a piece of paper and a pen because my cell phone is not working. I'm going to write a letter about this woman, and when my daddy find my body, because he's going to find me, and you are in big trouble, okay? And then she started to.
Okay.
And as she
Candace.
closes her eyes, and she goes back to the radio, and she's trying to work the radio. And you see Robert on the bed, and he says, like, "You better go. You better."
Okay. Let's go, guys. Sam,
Teacher,
Sam, give me
out
the
with
compass, please.
you are out of job.
I give the compass to Robert and look at the teacher Robert and says, "Teacher, don't burn or broke the dream catchers. It's a drug."
There are no
All the
drink
kids-
catchers here. And
Okay,
you look
ju-
around the cabin, no drink catchers.
Okay, if you find
Don't
one,
sleep at home.
don't sleep and don't burn or break a dream catcher. Okay?
Jen is outside, and she's looking at the left, not the right where you guys came from.
Okay, so let's go. Hey, Jem. Everything okay?
Jen looks at you, and she looks at the left, and she says, "I think we should go to that cabin." And she points at a cabin.
Okay. Did you saw Samantha?
I didn't see her, and she looks around. Oh yeah, and you see that Samantha is like sitting on the table on the desk where Nash is working, and the like with the feet just dangling, like she's very happy to be there, no participating, and that's it.
Okay, let's find what what is on this cabin.
Jan looks at you and she says, like, wow, Nash told us to go find Sipatu, and she looks up where the hill where you were, and which there is the cabin where the kids are. So we have to go back there, and I don't really want to meet the kids again. So I think it's best if we search Sipatu's cabin, because I don't trust him, and I don't trust her.
Okay. Yeah.
Can't
They
trust anyone.
yes they work on a camp and they don't want to interact with kids. Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah, they are awful. They don't like to work.
Okay, bye bye. See you. We will come with
And
Sipato.
Candace,
What?
here's my notepad. You can write a letter, but I don't think your parents are going to find us if everyone is dead. Well,
You
let's
bet
go.
I will write it. Just
You
try
start
it.
writing. And you see this little cabin, which is a little bit more far to the distance. You would say it's like 50 meters away from the cabin where you are right now, and you can see from the distance that there are some markings from an indigenous tribe. And as you get closer, by walking on the snow, you start listening to the voices again, whispers.
Curses on English, please.
And yeah, and the moment that you get near to the cabin, silence, nothing. You don't hear a voice. You see that somebody must have like come to this cabin and left, but that's all that you can make. Everything inside is like just silent, and you see that the lights are off. Nobody's inside. You would say that at this moment of the day you are at around
I hate this song.
4 o'clock.
It's amazing. I like it.
And you would say that it's gonna get dark in a bit.
I'm gonna take out my flashlight. The blinks.
Okay. You take out the flashlight and you illuminate inside to see things inside the cabin. Yes, by
Yes.
the window. You see a bed. You see a desk, and you see a giant dream catcher on the wall.
Let's burn it.
Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it.
Yeah.
Jan is watching with you, and she goes, "Wow."
Okay,
If the little ones did,
something is going on with the dream catcher. Now we have the chance to discover this. Okay, let's remember everything we did in the camp.
okay.
Okay.
But this
Okay.
can be this can be a great weapon for us. If the kids,
Weapon?
yeah, the kids burn the small dream catcher and they started to rage. If we broke or burned the big one, maybe we can get superpowers.
What? Shut up, man.
Oh, Sam! Sam, you are a genius.
Don't know.
Nice.
I think we
You
should
just
keep
have to
this
discover
with us.
in which something you are genius at. You're getting that, buddy. You're getting that.
Sam, I was going to agree on you, but then that would
Claudia.
be.
It right there.
Yeah.
I was going to agree with you, Sam, here, but then we'll be two wrong persons, okay?
Exactly, Sam.
Never mind this, but
Let's do exactly the opposite what Sam just said.
yes, let's try to enter this cabin
Mm-hmm.
and see what the deal is with the giant dream catcher. You only had this small, maybe the size matters. I don't know.
That's what she said. And Jesus,
Maybe.
every corner.
Every corner.
And at this specific moment, I want you guys to pay attention to the fact that you are all five of you are in front of this door. The door is closed. You are on a porch. You can see like it's a long porch, and to the left and to the right you have bushes and trees. Things are like looking as if the trees are getting closer and closer and closer. Um, Jan looks to the right and she tugs at you, Sam. She pulls your jacket like real hard. Like she's like
What's going
calling
on?
you. She's frozen and she's looking down to the ground, and then that's when you're met with something to her right. You look into the woods and then you see as if there is somebody watching you and there are eyes in the woods, like just glowing in the middle of the bushes.
Maybe it's Samantha's friends? Her eyes
It's
are
just behind you.
No?
Just go inside the woods, the cabin. The woods,
Okay.
no, the cabin.
Ooh.
Cabin.
Okay,
The woods,
okay,
no.
I think we should enter the cabin.
okay.
Samantha is saying that those
going to try-
eyes are not her friends.
I'm going to try the door.
The door's
To open the door.
locked.
Locked. I'm going to take my screwdriver and I'm going to place it on right between the door and the
Portal.
yes. And I'm going to try to hit as hard as I can to try to break something, to try to open the door.
Use Brown for me with a difficulty of 4 to see if you actually 5 to see if you can bust this lock open.
Okay. My rolls are getting nice.
You need a 5.
No, someone give
Token.
me.
You don't have one.
I don't have one.
I will give him my token.
Yeah.
How do you help him?
I was like
I'm
he
like
said,
this. I'm like this. Damn it. Open.
yeah, go for it. You can do it.
Okay.
like you know when
The help,
your husband is helping you put on the table and he's like,
just
yeah,
watching,
it's great.
Yeah. And then because of that, support, you bust in the lock.
I
And
would use
the door is
the
open.
flashlight then. I would say, right, the flashlight. Boom. Hit it with the flashlight. The
You
back
open
of the
the
flashlight.
door. You open the door. This door, which was locked, now you managed to open it, and you are inside the hut. It's all
Oh,
dark.
okay. Guys, I now I don't know.
I think we
Okay.
should turn on the lights.
It's okay. We all don't know.
I
There,
think
there is no electricity in this cabin.
I have
Some
the
candles?
flashlight. I have the flashlight.
damn in the cabin we don't hear anything.
There's nobody in this cabin. As far as you look, you see nobody.
No.
Okay, so the dream catcher is protecting this cabin.
Yes.
Yes, I
This is,
guess.
I think.
I
And
guess
we
you're
burn
right.
all the dream catchers there?
Sorry, guys.
We fucked up, I guess. Okay. We live and learn, right, guys?
Yes.
We live? I don't know if we live in the end of the story.
I don't know.
But if the dream catcher is protecting this cabin, if we stay with this, we will be protected. We just have to live with the dream catcher, and we will be okay.
I'm going to try to search
Sam, but you
if
know,
there is
I really
some.
want to see my parents again. I don't want to live here with you. Not. Bleh. I don't want to be here.
Nasha said that we have to find Sipato, and the safest way to do this is being protected with the dream catcher.
So he said to us that we don't have to leave at night. We have to be here until morning, and then we go find him. But we cannot sleep.
No.
What about the kids? If we destroyed all the dream catchers, maybe they are in trouble. We should
They
help them.
already are. They already are in trouble.
So,
Sam,
so
they tried to
if
kill us. They were completely crazy, insane.
yeah, but if we can save with the big one, we can save them.
But if it took the big one, maybe it won't work.
Oh, that's a big if, Sam. There's a big if.
I want to be here and alive. I will stay and I won't for anything. No, just leave it. I don't wanna.
You, you, you are tired, Candace. I can see that.
I can take it.
Jan starts to make her way to the dream catcher, and she's looking at it, and she goes like, well, maybe we could try to see if we can remove it first. And she looks at you.
And if it's not
Oh,
working, we don't know. We don't know how it works. We have to stay here until morning and then find Sipato.
How difficult is to do one dream catcher?
oh, it's a lot of work. When we don't know if we do a dream catcher, it will be this powerful. Guys, look,
You
look. I don't agree with magical stuff. I know there are aliens, of course, that there are, but dream catchers.
you see that Jan makes her way to the dream catcher, which is just beneath, but just up above this table, where it looks like a work table. There are some drawers there, and there are some things on the top of it, some pieces of wood, a chisel here, I would say like a screwdriver there, things that would help a person who is like making dream catchers. And she looks at all the things and she says like, well, Sipato must be very good at doing this. And she looks up and she touches the dream catcher and she tries to lift it and she says like, I can't, it doesn't budge. And she tries to move it again. You see like she's making like a real effort to try to pull it from the wall, and she just can't.
What? No. Well, I'm going to try to help her.
You get close and you know cabins these cabins were very well designed in the sense that everything inside it is warm and you don't feel the cold outside, but the moment you get close to this, it's almost like there's an open window, so you feel like it's cold near the dream catcher. You touch the rims, you try to move it, doesn't budge.
Wow. Jenny, you don't feel cold here?
She says, yes, a little bit. And she tries to pull it again, and then she just gets her hands out and she said, "Did you see that?"
No, what? What?
No, I saw nothing.
"I don't want to try to touch it again." And she says, "I felt like my hands were going inside the dream catcher."
Okay, let's not
What?
do anything to the dream catcher, guys. Let's just wait for the morning.
I'm going to try to reach for the inside of the dream catcher.
Nobody listen to me.
roll roll flight for me with a difficulty of 10.
Flight. I'm going to try.
Sam will be in a stance of a linebacker, prepared to do a new tackle on Robert.
Wow.
Ooh. Okay.
As if there is a veil in front of you, your hand touches the cords, touches all the strands, and it goes inside as if it was plastic, and you can like move your hand inside the very dream catcher. And something tells you you should remove your hand as fast as you could. And that's the moment you pull your hand back, and you feel like if it were to stay there a little bit longer, something would have happened. And that's the moment when you see the surface of the dream catcher move, like it's like a wind is blowing outside, and this is actually a window. Jen says, like, "I think we shouldn't be here." And she turns to her back to the dream catcher and to all of you, and she says, like, "I feel that something bad's gonna happen."
Great.
No, well, you already happened a lot of bad stuff.
If something happen, I will burn this dream catcher.
We can't hear you saying "burn the dream catcher."
Yes.
Mandy, it sounds like your mic is off.
She's saying, but
Burn the dream catcher. Burn the dream catcher.
That moment, I want all of you to roll brains for me.
Fuck.
okay.
Difficulty of
When
5.
when they're doing just like this kind of thing, Candace said, like, nobody listens to me. She goes sit down on yoga position and like, I don't want to talk with them anymore. I would just wait for my demise. And then just like this.
Rick,
God.
you have a token now.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All of you see this from behind Jan, and out of the dream catcher, a whitish hand comes out, and it is with this long, elongated fingers, in which is met with her neck, and it just makes its way down to her as as the fingers start to touch her one by one, and she goes like this as she's seeing like something appear, and you see like this stretched hand, like touching her, and that's the moment when you hear Sam. Samantha says, "No!"
What happened then?
What you're going to do, Sam?
Sam, do something.
Just I listen to Samantha, right?
Yes.
Do something, Samantha. Help
Well,
us.
have you got a token? What would you like Samantha
Yes.
to do?
I want her to fight with this white woman.
Well, you see that Samantha moves in direction of Jan, and it grabs the hand, and something else happens. You see that a pair of hands. There is a hand like holding Jan right now, and a pair of hands get out of the dream catcher, like as something is protruding out of the dream catcher, and one face without eyes, nose, or mouth comes out of the dream catcher, and two more hands come on the top, and one other hand reaches for Samantha and grabs Samantha's neck. And that's when Samantha starts to fight with this thing. And the thing's grabbing both the girl and Samantha, and you see like two pairs of hands trying to make this body come out, and you start to see that there's a face coming out.
Burn! I'm going to take the green rock that I've been holding all this time and try to
Throw it then.
throw the face.
Flight with a difficulty of 5.
Jesus Christ.
No! What the fuck? What?
Great bait.
Fucking die.
Because of your roll, you throw the rock. You are very sure you're gonna hit the face. But the moment that it gets near the face, it moves and you see the rock disappear inside the dream catcher. You have lost.
I tried to grab something in the table. I tried to
Throw.
On the table there is
throw.
there is a small knife, a carving knife. There is a screwdriver, and there are some branches.
I tried to get the knife.
What are you gonna do with the knife?
I go to
Stab the hand.
Yes.
You're gonna stab which hand? There are 6.
The hand is grabbing Samantha.
Okay, you see a hand grabbing something in the air. You don't know what the hand's grabbing, so you are just gonna like try to stab it. Yes?
Yes.
Roll flight with a difficulty of Rick. You have got 2 tokens now. Okay, with a difficulty of 5.
Flight?
I'm getting all the tokens.
Flight.
The what?
My roll sucks.
Yes, today only Zigo is rolling well. Okay, 3. You need 2 more. Do you spend your tokens?
Yes.
You have got 3 tokens right now, and what happens is you hit this hand and no blood comes out. You feel as if you have struck something which is solid, but that's it. Doesn't even feel like human flesh, you know. And you see that the face turns to you right now, and it's looking at you. You don't see no eyes, but you feel you're being observed by this thing creature. That is the moment in which the jaw drops down and you see an elongated mouth with many teeth.
I think it's time to us run away.
Jen is still being held by the thing. Are you gonna leave, Jen?
Bye,
Okay,
Jen.
that's not gonna happen. You are not going to scare us anymore. And then I will jump into Jen, and I want to just go with that with the hole, you know?
What the fuck?
You're gonna push the thing back in the hole, and you're gonna enter with the thing.
Exactly.
With the mouth open.
Exactly.
I'm going to try to hold her.
Yes, thank you.
She just got a little a stage of
This is
insanity
gonna-
that I don't
This
understand.
is gonna be a brown contest. Okay, so I need both of you to roll brown, and the one that rolls higher is gonna succeed.
Okay.
I look at you through them and I say, Samantha is okay, because I don't see.
Nice. Off! Fucking hell! I'm going to spend.
You try.
I'm going to spend my 2 tokens to a draw.
Okay, you have a draw. Both of you are
I
still.
spend my 1 token to not draw.
No!
What is your problem?
No, let it go. I'm sick of running away. Where did she go?
Wow.
You've got 3 tokens right now. You clash
you
with this.
spend your tokens to do this.
1 token.
You clash with this thing, but what happens is the 4 hands which are outstretched, like trying to push this body out, 2 of them like hold you, and you're being held by this thing right now, and you can see like that the
Let her
elongated
go.
mouth is near
Let her
you.
go.
And
Samantha is still stuck it.
is still being hung by the thing, but you see that Samantha is stopping one of the hands.
What should we do?
But you see
What do-
Samantha thrashing around, like violently. You have never seen Samantha using so much force. And that's where Jen goes like, please don't leave me. And the thing's like starting to like pull her. And the hand, you see that the hand is like actually grabbing more and more of her neck. My hand's is not as large as the hand of the thing, but you see that the hand goes all the way around, almost like a scarf would. And you know, like almost like grabbing the whole throat.
We don't have another dream catcher?
With you?
Yes.
No.
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 I will try to use the screwdriver and try to hit one of the hands.
Which hand? The 2 that are all around the rings of the dream catcher. One which is grabbing.
Yes, the one.
Jen.
I'm guessing the 2 hands that are on the side that is holding the thing in your side. So I'm gonna try to hit the hand and try to take it out of the wall.
I try to hit another
Fight
hand.
with a difficulty of 5.
You already know what it's gonna be.
Fight, not flight.
Okay. You already know what it's gonna be.
Try to...
Ooh, okay. It exploded. Ah, yeah,
Okay.
right. We're back to normal.
Okay. You managed to hit the hand, and you actually are able to hit the joints here, and the screwdriver goes all the way inside, and the hand just stops and retracts inside the dream catcher, and the other hand is like hanging right now. You can see like trying to hold, and your embrace.
Candace.
Cadence. Your embrace cadence gets harder as the creature is pulling you inside. You feel like half of your body is already inside of the dream
I
catcher.
try to
Stab.
stab the other hand. The hand is grabbing Candace.
Okay. Roll fight for me as well. with a
Candace
difficulty
is
of
going to
5.
scream, you three, go find Zipato. I'm leaving. I'm done. And she goes down. She wanted to see the other side.
Do you want to spend tokens?
How
It's
much?
You have 3 tokens.
Yes.
I'm going to use. Actually, I'm going to use 2 tokens.
What tokens?
I have 2, right? No, not more.
You
Not
spend
anymore.
with me.
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay,
you use
sorry.
your tokens. You have one now, Mandy, and you manage to hit one of the hands, and you make a gash going down because you don't just stab, but you stab and you go down, and the hand like removes itself from your friend, and you're free to do actions right now, Candence. And that's the moment in which you see that the hand which is holding Jen gets higher, and the hand which was holding Samantha lets go, and the door of the hut opens. There is somebody at the door. All of you turn to see Sipato at the door. He looks with disbelief to all of you. I'm waiting to see what you guys are gonna do.
Help us! Help us!
So you are near Sipato now. You're near the creature. Where are you?
I'm near the creature. I'm just
I try to.
actually I'm trying to take Cadence from the creature. I'm trying to pull her out.
Zam, where are you?
I'm trying to help Samantha.
Okay.
O Zé
Who
tá
is
em
the
Narnia.
nearest to the door? Who is the nearest to Sipato?
I guess Sam.
Yes, because
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sam,
I
you're
will
trying to
get it.
to help Samantha, and this is the moment in which I need you to roll for flight with a difficulty of 8. Five. You fail, you succeed by using the 3 tokens you have.
I fail.
Sipato comes near you and he says, like, this isn't right. This wasn't supposed to happen. And he grabs you by the shoulder. And he looks at the creature and he says something which you wouldn't expect. He says, she's not complete. Not now. I need another one of you. And he takes his dagger down, and then he punctures you, Sam, on the shoulder, and you see that he just goes for your shoulder, and then blood starts coming down because you failed on the flight. And he comes real close to you, and he says, like, just another one so she can make it to our world. I must thank you for being here and helping me on this. And you see that the creature, which is just coming out of the wall, makes a movement with the jaws, acknowledging Sipato. At this moment, we're going to do it like this. I take 2 actions, one for the creature and one for Sipato, and each of you can take 2 actions at your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I react?
You can react.
I would like to say to Samantha, help me kill that guy.
You want Samantha to kill Sipato.
Yes. I don't know
How would you like Samantha to do that?
Samantha knows that I have a pocket knife in
Yes.
my bag, so maybe she can get the pocket knife and try to stab Sipato.
Samantha does exactly that. I'm gonna roll for Sipato here.
What a...
Sipato sees your pocket knife coming out of your pocket, and unfolding, and then it making its way through his throat. And he manages to try to stop with his hand, but the pocket knife makes its way inside of his hand and almost touching his neck. And then you see that it holds, and now it has held and touched Samantha, so he can see Samantha now. So he looks at Samantha and he doesn't flinch. He just lets you go and he grabs Samantha's neck. And you can see, like, maybe he has seen this creature before, maybe he has seen Samantha, or things from dreams do not scare him.
I have one more action. I want. Sipato is behind me, right?
Yes.
So I try to use my elbow and do a hit on his balls.
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
Whole fight with a difficulty of 2.
Fight?
Because fight.
Okay.
I want to see how hard. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
You hit the man on the nuts. And that's the moment where you see his veins popping and his eyes bulging. He lets go of Samantha, and then he like goes down, and then he's looking at you with that face, you know. Only people who have been severely attacked look at you, and he's like, "Ugh!" And he doesn't say anything. That's the rest of you.
I try to step. Another hand is grab for.
Okay,
No,
the
no.
hand which is grabbing the rims.
Yes, one hand is gone away.
Okay.
I try to another hand.
I want you to roll for fight for me with a difficulty of 3.
Okay.
That's it.
You ask for it.
Yes, exactly what I wanted. You hit the hand, and that's the moment the other hand, which is holding you, Candace, lets go and grabs one of the hymns. So the other hand, which was holding, retracts. This hand is now holding. There is one hand holding Jan, and there is one hand just floating.
I will say to Kenneth, he's the one who tries to kill us. Let's end him so he cannot hurt any other children.
But I'm being held, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Not
No.
anymore.
You fall to the ground. You are standing.
So I scream at you, Kenneth,
Just
he's the one! Let's kill him so
kill him.
With, like with me, okay. But what? She's completely insane right now. She's going to run right at Sipato and just try to tackle him, you know.
Okay, so because you attacked him when he was like very weak, I'm gonna say he's incapacitated for his turn, so he just falls down, and you are over him, like hitting him.
Exactly.
Bite him.
Biting, pulling his hair. He has a long hair, right?
Yes.
Yes, he's pushing it, you know.
yes.
His hair like crazy.
Okay. Who wants to go now? You still have one action.
Can I
Mandy?
go?
There is no order.
Okay.
Me, I have one more action. No, that.
Yes.
No.
We
Everybody.
have.
You
we have one more.
No.
No.
Candace, because you are actually
Running.
stopping Sipato, you don't have any other actions.
Okay.
And the
Oh.
running was one action as well.
Okay. I'm going to try to find on the top of the table something sharp. Another
It's a
thing
knife.
sharp.
You had the screwdriver with you. You used it to get in the
Yes, I
cabin,
dropped it.
and then you
I stabbed the hand with the
You
screwdriver.
stab the hand. There is other screwdriver on the top of on the table, and there are some branches, and that's it.
Okay, I'm going to take the other screwdriver. I'm going to run at Sipato and try to stab him in the eye.
My gosh!
Whole
Aye.
fight. Roll, actually, roll grit for me, because you're going to try to kill somebody. I need you to roll more than 5 so you can have the courage, muster the courage to do that. 5 grit.
Guys, this is the one. My rolls are shittier
No,
than
this
ever.
is the one, baby. This is the one. I believe in you.
This is the one. Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
You got it. You got it.
Okay. I'm going to kill
Shake the
this
mouse. Shake the
asshole.
mouse.
Okay.
Shake the mouse. Shake the
Okay.
mouse to roll.
For all the kids that he's been killing. Okay.
Oh my
Let's go.
I forgot to put the art up. So, Sipato is the person who is responsible for all of this. He's the one you gather that has actually kidnapped and killed Thomas. And from what he said, you think that he wants to kill more of you so that thing can come out to do you don't know what. You must end his life. So you gather all your might and you go over to him. Tell me exactly how you kill Sipato.
How you gonna do this?
Okay. I'm taking the screwdriver, and I'm hearing he said he's saying that he's going to wait for another kid so that this thing can get out of the other realm. I'm going to jump from the table that I'm above, and I'm going to run in his direction. I'm going to shove the cannons up over him. I'm going to take one knee. I'm going to put my knee on his chest so that he can't get up. I'm going to take the screwdriver with both hands and stab him in the eye.
You are met with no resistance the moment that you shove cannons. You grab both hands, you make the screwdriver go in. You feel as it's going in jelly, and there are some things inside because you're hitting bones and also his brain, and you feel it connecting with a thud with the other side of his brain, his skull. Sipato stops moving and he stops resisting. You just see with the actually carved in eye, that a little pool of blood starts to form, and it starts to make its way down, trickling down his head. You have just killed the person, and you feel cold sweat coming over your head. Zam, you have taken your actions. Robert, you have taken your actions. Candace, you have taken your actions. Mandy, you can still do one thing. What do you do?
I'm on top of Sipato, just that's for the kids, that's for the kids, that's for the kids, that's for the kids, just over and over.
I had one more action.
I think yes.
Yes, you have. You just hit a hand.
Yeah.
How is the hands right now?
Yes,
Still there?
the
There
kitchen.
are 3 hands. One is just hovering. The other one is grabbing the rims of the dream catcher, and there is one holding Jen very tightly.
I try to step the hand is catching Jen.
Roll fight with a difficulty of 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Fight.
Let's go. That's your thing. That's your thing.
Wait. Peraí.
I guess it's a D20. Fight.
Não, bugou tudo aqui.
Okay.
Is that a D20 to fight?
Yes.
What?
She's a really bully.
Como que eu tiro os
Just
dados
right.
aqui?
Just right barra R
Slash
espaço
R space.
1D20.
Thank you.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
Nice. You hit the hand which is holding Jan, and actually you hit the hand and you are midway to cutting it open. That's when the hand lets go and Jan falls to the ground, breathing again. Now
Let's
it's my
go.
turn.
No.
Yes, it is. And the thing out on the wall is going to try to grab you, Robert. And you see like the hand stretches. This is horrible because you can see that the hand is actually very long, more than 1 meter, you would say like 2 meters long. And it's reaching out to you. I need you to roll flight with a difficulty of 6.
Okay.
Let's go, Robert.
You can do this, baby.
My flight is a D4.
No.
Okay.
How many tokens we have?
I have 2.
Well, if you pull your tokens together, you have 1, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'll give my 2 to him.
He rolled a 3. He needs more 3.
How many I have? 2?
3.
1. 3?
I don't have any.
I don't have any too.
I have.
How the two of you help him avoid this hand?
So
I'm literally. Okay, we can go.
I think I'm really close to him because I got the hit of Sipato. So I just I think I'm laid down on the ground, so I can see the hand.
And there is a knife on your shoulder.
Yeah, and I can see a hand coming behind him, and I just pull him and try to help him to avoid it.
You push
Slap
me.
the hand.
I push you. Yes.
Okay.
I see the situation and I say, "Oh, no way you're doing that!" And then I'm just help Sam to push him.
All three of you do a movement, and the hand actually lands on Zipato's dead body. And then that's where you see that it starts to grab him and drag him in direction of the
That's what he wants. That's what he wants.
catcher.
He needs one more body, and he got Sipato. We're releasing it. No.
Jen right now is like, you can see like she's all teary up. I just took the action from the creature, and I'm taking actions for Jen. Jen looks around and she finds something that she wanted. She finds actually a flint, a rock, and another rock. So she starts like scraping them together to make a fire. And you see like she's trying to put the table with just lots of branches on fire. She's like no, you wouldn't say she's possessed, but she has an action and she wants to do that. She is a woman with
focus. She's focused. Okay.
I'll try to pull Sipato from the hand.
Burn the dream catcher?
She wants to burn all the branches which are on the table.
Okay.
She wants to burn all the.
She wants to burn the creature as well.
Yes.
I took
Why
two
that
actions.
was-
One to
what is
find and another one to try. She
Okay.
couldn't do it, but you feel like she's going to be able to do it. The hand grabs Sipato and it's pulling. The moment that you try to pull Sipato back, you see that the hand that was hovering, he reaches for Sipato. Now you have two hands grabbing Sipato and trying to pull him in the direction of the dream catcher.
Help me out!
The jaw opens and you see a tongue coming out, a huge tongue, and you hear a roar like "Rrrr," coming from this creature.
Oh my god.
No, and I'm pulling.
Let it go, Sam. Let it go, Kenneth. Let it go. Let it go.
Braun,
What
I want you to make a brawn roll for me with a difficulty of 10.
Who, me?
You, Candace.
No, okay, we're fucked then.
Let it go, Candace.
Let him go. The creature wants the kids. He not the kid. So let him go.
I cannot do anything.
Is her turn right now?
Yeah, and the thing is dragging Sipato's body, and you see Jen trying to lit up the place. You see her looking at you, and she says like, "Help me! I have to burn this place down."
How bad am I?
You are laying on a pool of blood. I say you only have one action, and Samantha is over you, and you have never seen Samantha so scared because she's looking at you and she's looking at all the blood and she's looking back at you.
I'm going to embrace Sam and try to pull him out of the danger. And leave the knife. Leave the knife, Sam. Leave the knife.
And you, with one action, you actually manage to pull him up, and then you can put him straight up. Sam, you're holding your shoulder, and you feel like drenched in blood. You know, you're bleeding a lot.
Samantha, you teach me how to stitch a lot of things. Now you have to stitch me.
It's not what you said, it's the way you said it.
Yes.
Which is just fun. Okay. Nice.
I would like to ask her to...
Now, okay, you have one token now. She, Samantha actually goes for the knife which is inside you, and you see that Samantha is trying to pull it out. And with one movement, with one swift movement, it comes out. A lot of blood starts to come out, and it starts to try to stitch. You feel like getting the knife out is one action, one token, and start stitching is another token.
Okay.
Nice.
I spent all my tokens right
now. And Samantha grabbed the little thread that is used to make one of those one of those dream catchers, and it starts, stitching you up.
Okay.
What are you going to do now?
Mandy?
don't know.
Help Jem to
help Candace. Or help help Jen. I don't know how you're gonna help Jen.
help Jem to burn them out. Burn them out. Burn them out.
I help Jen to burn.
Roll
something.
flight for me with a difficulty of 5.
5?
Ooh, yes.
Nice.
Great.
You see that Jen is not like hitting the flint and the stone together very well. You just come at her and tell me how you help her. Like, what do you do?
I lay down and I talk to her like this. You can do this. Just stay calm. You can do this. Stay calm.
She breathes, she holds, and she hits. And then there's a moment that the spark lifts and hits one of the branches, and you see fire starting. Like small fire starting. And then she starts to put like lots of branches on one on top of the other.
Okay.
You feel like in a minute this is going to be like fire starting.
Now it's time to us move on. Let's go.
The hands drag Sipato, and you see that the hands pull him up, almost like he weighs nothing, and you see like this dead man, like just being like held on, and you see that the thing pulls it in direction of the huge dream catcher. But this dream catcher is not as big as a man, you know. So it's almost like he's met with some resistance. The other hand gets inside of the dream catcher at the head as well, and his head doesn't enter the dream catcher. And you see the hands pulling with more force, and that's the moment where the head breaks and the legs start to break away as well, as his torso enters, and then right after, the rest of his body is sucked into this dream catcher. You hear nothing, and the fire is starting.
Let's leave. Let's leave now. No.
Go, 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 go.
You leave, and Sam.
I'm with Sam.
Sam is a little bit hurt. You see that you have just left this cabin. Inside, there's a light which is starting to grow because of the fire. The fire is starting to grow and grow and grow. And outside, you're met with lots of kids. And Nasha looking at you and looking inside. And you see her face because she has just seen Sipato being sucked into this dream catcher. And she looks at all of you. And she doesn't say anything as the fire starts consuming. This huge fire starts consuming the hut.
I look the policewoman and I saw, and I tell to her, you saw this, right? You saw.
Yes, I guess I saw something
Okay.
happen inside which I don't quite understand or believe.
It was for the
I
kids.
just sit
was for
on
the kids.
on the ground and I just there.
I start to
Leaving.
repeat. It was for the kids. It was for the kids. It was for the kids.
She looks at you, and all the kids are looking at this fire, this hut being consumed by the fire. And you feel that you won't be bothered in your dreams anymore. You can make your way back to the cabin and things will be okay for the night. You go back, all the kids are there, everybody's calm, nobody says a word, everybody goes to sleep. Next day, you wake up, your teacher Robert doesn't say a word. He's catatonic, you would say. He is a person who's not saying anything. You would think that he must have seen or heard something, but he doesn't say anything. All of you start to make your way down the camp and out of the camp area. You are met with the bus fully working right now, and the bus driver opens the the door to the bus. Nasha has accompanied you, and before you can make your way inside the bus, she hushes you and she says, I am going to report a file saying that this happened, and you should, if asked, say exactly this. Sipato lost himself when he was in the woods. There was a fire. We don't know how it started. And we never found the kids. She looks at all four of you. Jen is already inside of us. I trust that my report is going to be exactly what you're going to tell the authorities if ever asked.
Okay, you can trust me.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
I will say to Samantha, don't tell anyone.
She
Candice?
just doesn't say anything. She is like looking at all of you, and she looks at Cannons and she says, can I trust? That's exactly what you're going to say.
Yes.
She nods, and all of you enter the bus. You sit down, the bus starts, and you hear the kids start talking again. Robert isn't saying anything. You have one kid less the moment that you started this trip, and you're making your way back to the city. But you feel like something happened back then, and Sipato's death was not meaningless. And you don't know if the creature is gone or if it will still be in your dreams. But maybe you avoided something worse. You have the lingering feeling that maybe this is not over. And this is where we end the story.
Nice. Nice. We didn't die.
No.
And
I don't know.
nobody
I don't know if
died.
we succeed on the
I don't think
the purpose of the thing,
I don't
but
know either.
actually we survived.
Yes, you survived. It wasn't the best ending, but was one of the possible endings. One terrible ending would be all the kids died, and one of you or maybe all of you died.
Okay.
Yes.
Not so bad.
No, not so bad. I expect you to roll very badly, and only he was rolling bad. But when he needed to roll
cursed.
well, he did.
Yeah.
And I didn't manage. I didn't think you guys were gonna kill Sipat. Really.
Fuck him. That was for
What
the
was?
kids.
What
if
was
if
your?
he Robert don't kill him, I just
I-
prepare to kill him.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
What was your dream, Gabi?
Mine was like we had to and we had a shapeshifter, and he has like this many teeth, and we have to look out for the good one, you know,
Yes.
The good one was the shapeshifter.
No, that's not it. That is it. The good one was the shapeshifter, but I have to look out for the it's not, I want to say bonzinho.
Good person.
The good one.
You know,
Yes, you were right.
look out for him.
Okay. One of the kids was a shapeshifter.
No. The shapeshifter was with us, and we didn't know who he was.
Yes, we were a group.
Yes, as a
So
group, we
we
have
didn't
5
know
kids.
who was the
We have
shapeshifter.
exactly 5 kids, and then there was these NPCs, and they were changing exactly like this. We're like looking out for Nashas, and then we're looking out for Robert, and then there was Sipato, and one of them was the guilty one, you know.
Oh, that would be a nice story.
Yes, and then he was a shapeshifter, but the shapeshifter was exactly the one you were describing, the creature, you know, the white with the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So it was something like this, you know, something like this.
Nice.
Maybe this
If you think
story is
about it,
happening.
if you think about it, we thought Sipato was nice in trying to save us from the woods.
Yes, exactly. He was the good guy. Gabi said to me too. So it was Robert because he was the good one, but he was a goofy one, not the good
Yes.
one.
Yes.
You know.
The dream catcher. Now you gonna say us what the dream catcher do. It's correct to burn the dream catchers or not?
No, it was correct to burn the Dreamcatcher, but I needed to get you guys out of there. So I said, okay, the kids are gonna go crazy right now because that's what the Dreamcatcher are gonna do. But the Dreamcatchers were actually portals to the world of the
Okay,
Spider
okay.
Woman.
You
Okay.
get me.
Thanks.
That's how I do it as well for them. You have to move, guys. Now your camp is burning up.
Yeah.
Yes, that's awesome.
But for
I
that,
sh-
I had to put all the
And then
kids in a
I
crazy
was
state.
when we get into the bus, I was prepared to turn to them. So we need to get back here and get this Nashas bitch. She wants to you know cover things up. But then we know when I look at the clock and I said, yes, okay, he wants to end things here. So I was
I-
like, I'm going to be quiet.
Well, yeah.
maybe
But
maybe
then,
was it was a good movie to burn the big dream catcher on when we just entered the last cabin.
if you were to burn the Dreamcatcher, you would be in a fight in the middle of a fire.
Yes, it happens the right way, the right
Yeah.
order.
Oddly enough, it happened as it was supposed to happen. I didn't even move things in that way. You guys just moved things. When the moment you enter the hut, it was the moment that I said, "Okay, the stage is set."
Yes.
But you
Yeah.
were not prepared for me to jump into the creature, right?
No, I wasn't prepared for that. I said, okay, maybe it would be a moment in which you would be in the creature's world, and then I would have to imagine that from scratch. But okay, nice, good that it didn't happen.
Ian, what was the yellow eyes in the woods? What was
They were creatures in that would come into dreams, but they only can appear in the real world if you are dreaming. So I would say you were all met with this like wave of feeling in which you would feel dazed, almost like sleeping, and everybody would have to resist this.
Got it.
Nice.
For me, it was just like the scene from Snow White, you know, when she's like running to the woods.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! You unlock the memory here, man.
Yes, it's the worst scene and the best at the same time.
Nice. What was your favorite part of this session?
The favorite part was like when the Sipato stabbed Sam. I was like, what?
Yes. Mine was when I stabbed Sipato. I finally get a good roll.
Yes, to
I
kill.
I really like the part that you just invented that the kids are high with the burning dream
Yeah,
Yes.
catchers. Yes.
it was a great session.
Yeah.
Nice, very good. The best parts are always in which you guys do something and I have to unfuck things up or to make the things move.
Yes.
What about you, Gabi? What was your favorite part, Gabi K?
The same part was Igor because I discovered the dream catcher and just say I just saw. Uh, I think we should burn it, and everybody burn it, burn it. What? I just think.
Nice, very good. Okay, guys, that's it. Um, feedback time.
Woo!
Yes.
Yay.
Let's go.
So the vocabulary overall has improved when we think about our last sessions, which is very good. You guys can use better the past simple and also the usage of some modal verbs is being like well used.
Now
Although
we don't say in Portuguese, no?
I'm sorry, eu esqueço que eu tô falando
Yes.
português.
For
O-
another people to understand too.
Ok. O uso de gonna ele é para quando você vai fazer alguma coisa, né? Porque o gonna ele é quase como se fosse um sanfonamento de going to. Então, na hora que você vai falar I'm gonna do this, é que eu vou fazer isso, né? É isso que eu vou fazer agora, eu decidi fazer isso agora. E não para quando você acha que você vai fazer alguma coisa. Ah, eu queria fazer isso? I wanted to do that. I would like to do that. É melhor. Também eu ouvi. Eu anotei um monte de coisa aqui, eu não consegui anotar quem disse o quê. Teach. Teach, no passado, por ser um verbo irregular, ele vira taught. Então, alguém me ensinou alguma coisa? I was taught. Quando eu vou falar ever, never, since e for, falando do passado, eu vou usar o present perfect. I have seen, I have wished, I have... Então, eu vou usar o present perfect, eu vou usar o verbo no passado do particípio. Palavra muito perigosa que foi falada, esse aqui eu lembro, pela Gabi K, muito boa pronúncia. Resma de papel ou folha de papel. Sheet, não shit. A pronúncia foi boa porque você fez um movimento muito bom. Sheet. Sheet. Double E, então é quase como se você fizesse, você alonga o som I. I.
Mas foi bom.
Foi bom.
Foi bom, foi certo.
Nice.
Não foi shit, que aí seria merda.
Yep.
E a conexão das palavras está sendo boa. Esse número é qual em inglês?
3.
Porque eu vi várias árvores, né? Tipo, isso não é um problema, porque dentro do contexto todo mundo entende. Mas 3, né? Ponta da língua, o blade of the tongue, com o dente superior, né? Com a figura dos dentes superior, e você vai fazer o som th. 3. Nice.
3.
E também a palavra para pensar.
Think.
Think. Não é think e não é think. Think. Quando a gente fala farofa, a gente vai usar o lábio inferior e os dentes superiores. Quando a gente fala think, a gente vai usar a língua e os dentes superiores. Então é think. Mas very good não é uma coisa que vai tipo, atrapalhar o entendimento ou alguma coisa assim, mas é bom que a gente saiba também para a gente poder identificar esse som melhor. Também o uso de before. Before é antes ou é depois?
É antes.
Before. After. Before. After. Nice. That's it.
Yay!
It wasn't so bad, right?
Não.
Não.
Quando é before e after, sempre penso antes é com A, after não é igual antes, então é depois.
Nossa.
Que Michael Scott.
É,
Michael Scott,
É
great
isso.
Michael Scott.
os dois
Eu acho
têm A, mas são
Nada a ver com o que você falou
Exatamente.
agora, mas tá tudo bem. Tá tudo
Não, é só
bem.
pensar. Os dois
Eu-
não são iguais.
Eu acho que esse é um dos momentos quando uma criança vai fazer conta e ela fala como ela fez a conta e não faz sentido nenhum. E você vira e fala assim,
Exatamente.
ok.
É, normalmente é assim, meu cérebro.
aí,
Não faz
isso
sentido
aí.
nenhum.
Não, mas não faz sentido, mas funciona, tá tudo certo.
Teacher
Eu não
do céu,
entendi a lógica,
essa
fui eu.
sessão foi uma loucura, porque as primeiras, até que teve uns Clifford, mas essa daqui foi loucura de cima a baixo, bicho.
Sim.
Sim, era para ter mais sangue, era para ser um pouco pior, mas vocês fugiram e conseguiram ter rolagens boas, né?
Como que diz dedada no cu e gritaria em inglês?
Finger on the butt and screaming, né?
Ai,
Eu gostei.
eu acho que seria finger up your ass and please. Nice. Nossa,
Yes!
foi bem screaming mesmo.
As coisas que a gente pede pro teacher traduzir pra gente, né?
É.
Eu acho incrível.
É, nossa.
O Geraldo, ele dá aula pra mim, ele entende, eu faço isso a todo momento.
Faz, ela me desafia.
Você acha que ele me ensina passado simples, não sei o que? Não. Como que eu digo isso?
Teacher, aí você pensa assim, teacher, eu falo,
Ai, meu Deus.
Lá vem.
Lá
How
vem.
can I say?
né? How can I say?
Lá vem.
Mas é isso.
Não tem.
Gostei bastante do sistema, hein?
Desculpa.
Também.
Do quê?
Gostei bastante do sistema Kids on
Muito
Bike.
bom, muito bom.
Curti pra caralho,
Nice.
velho. Não tem um combate, uma delícia.
Mas, assim, combate sempre é coisa adaptável. Uma coisa que eu não usei foram os títulos de vocês. Por exemplo, ser Reckless. Reckless dá vantagem em algumas coisas, desvantagem em outras. Todas as crianças são Reckless como é que é? Os adolescentes são Reckless, né? São desafio à autoridade também. Então, vocês agiram bem sendo adolescentes, mas tem algumas coisas que dariam uns benefícios ou umas mudanças de rolagem. Aí, para não ficar tão, tipo assim, nessa parte, até o livro fala porque não precisa usar tanto esses títulos, eu não usei tanto isso. Mas é um sistema bem legal.
É muito bom. Muito bom. Simples, rápido de arrumar o personagem.
Total.
Acho que agora é hora de dar tchau.
Gente, é o seguinte, se você aí teve uma galera no chat falando assim que tá entendendo metade do que tá sendo falado, vamos fazer aula de inglês, gente? Né? Vamos começar a fazer aula de inglês. O Teacher Geraldo tá aí, o contato dele tá na descrição. Então, entre em contato com o LingoQuest, faça sua aula particular e a parte de conversação jogando RPG. É isso?
Que é legal.
E além disso, acompanha a gente, porque a gente vai estar jogando aí sempre em inglês também. E já serve como um listening aí, né?
E o rumo é o quê? Critical Role. É isso, entendeu? Vocês acham que a gente tá aprendendo inglês à toa? Não, é pra gente encontrar o Matthew Mercy e não engasgar, entendeu? Esse tipo de coisa. That's what she said. Muito feio. Muito feio, that's what she said.
Yes.
Quer mandar alguma coisa, teacher?
Olha, gente, agora porque vocês estão, tipo, vocês foram nossos guinea pigs, né? Os nossos nossa, como é que fala isso em português? Que ódio. Cobaia, thank you. Os nossos cobaias para essas turmas, e agora a gente vai ter, né? A gente vai oferecer cursos regulares que eles vão juntar muito bem com a prática nas mesas. E é uma coisa que a gente estava já pensando, já está produzindo, por isso que a gente está nem postando tanta coisa, porque a gente está até vendo, né, possibilidades de outros sistemas, também root. A gente pode até conversar sobre isso depois, mas vem para o LingoQuest, vamos aprender inglês, vamos falar inglês, vamos jogar inglês e aprender uma coisa nova para a gente poder desbloquear o mundo, né? Que na verdade vem junto com essa língua.
Sim, isso é verdade.
É isso. juntando duas coisas logo de uma vez, né? Jogar RPG e aprender um negócio novo, tudo junto, porque a nossa vida é corrida e não dá tempo de fazer as coisas.
É
Nossa
isso.
vida adulta pede isso.
Yes.
Tchau, gente!
Então é isso.
Tchau, tchau. Boa noite.
Valeu. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye.